Hello, beautiful nurses. My name is Temitope, and I'm granting this interview to Sajpointe Academy, Sajpointe Health, because they were instrumental in my journey, in my NCLEX preparation journey, and in passing my my NCLEX. I have a couple of questions to answer. I hope you would go through this with me, and I hope at the end somebody will be encouraged. Okay, I started the process 2021 February, and because I had my first IELTS in February 2021 came out to be 6.5 in reading, and that wasn't good enough for NMC registration. So I told my husband that okay, wherever this result can take us, that's where we will go. So we concluded, and we started the US process. But down the line, we saw that the process is very slow, so we came back to UK process, and as God will have it, in December 2021. I got into the UK. And at that time, because we did not stop our US process, it was about the time where I would drop my fingerprint card and ATT would be released. But because I had a couple of exams right, we had to stop. we had to stop the US process. So I focused on getting my PIN here in the UK. And as God will have it, I got my PIN, everything was settled in the UK. And around 2022 October, we revisited our US process. By then, the Texas board registration was already expired. We had to pay another fee for Texas board, and then we started the US process again. So at that point, around December, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine here in the UK, Tolani, told me about Sajpointe. So I registered with Sajpointe in December. So I was with Sajpointe for my beginner class 1, beginner class 2, mastery class, and then the ATT class. By then, I was still far from getting my ATT, but I started the class anyways. It was very interesting, very tedious. The mastery class, oh my goodness. 100 questions every day for 1 month. Oh my word. It was very challenging because I was working as an orthopedic nurse in the UK. It was very stressful for me. But all thanks to God. I went through all the class. I was a very silent class member. I don't really talk much in class. Okay, so fast forward to 2023. I think it was around June, July. It was around June, I think, my ATT came out. And then, yes, I knew that, okay, this is the time. This is the time for me to really sit up. I'd already concluded all my classes with Sajpointe. Around 10 days to my exams, I think less than 10 days. So what I did was I went back to all my notes in beginner class 1, beginner class 2, mastery class, and in basic class. I scrolled back to the beginning of the classes and I relived the whole experience again. So it was like I was in that class all over again. So I read through all that. And then around that, I think that June or July, because I was already used to UWorld with Sajpointe nurses, with Sajpointe Academy, I didn't subscribe to UWorld. I used Archer. So I used 60 days Archer review, and that was what I used together with my Sajpointe notes, together with some other materials in passing my NCLEX. Okay, so I took my exam last month. 17th, and yes, I passed. I passed my NCLEX, and my license was released few days back. And here I am, a registered nurse in the US. How did you achieve the success of becoming in New Zealand, Australia, and UK as well as US? There's no success without God. There is no success without prayer. There is no success without hard work and determination. And as a nurse out there, what has given you that? What has placed you in that profession where you could affect your life and you could affect the lives of people around you? So why not seize the opportunity? Why do you have to sit and fold your hands? Yeah, I dived into New Zealand and Australian registration with the help of my husband. Because we had to seize all opportunities I could. Yeah, as a registered nurse, you have opportunities around you. You don't have to sleep on it. You have to grab it. Yeah, it cost us a lot, but it's worth it at the end of the day. Yes, as a registered nurse in Nigeria, even in the UK, you can travel to any part of the world. You can practice anywhere around the world. You have to just explore the opportunities around you. Yes, and that was what I did. As I was preparing for my NCLEX, we were going through the New Zealand process and the Australian process. My license for Australia came just 2 days before my NCLEX exam. You can imagine the boost it gave me. Yes, I was excited about it. And I sat for my NCLEX 2 days after, and then God made it so that I passed it. You can too. The process is straightforward. It will cost you some amount of money, it will cost you time, but that's it. When you become licensed, it's yours. So why not grab it? Why would you sleep on it when you have such opportunities around you? Please seize that opportunity. Okay. What was helpful in your preparation for NCLEX? Like I said earlier, Sajpointe was helpful for me. They were very thorough. Yes, I could remember one of my tests. I could not finish it because one, I had even over 60%, and it's my test was remaining just one. Sajpointe did not pass me. They still commented that I need to finish all my tests. That is the length of how thorough they are. They're very thorough. When you are dedicated to them, yes, you have your content. You have what you need to pass. Yes. So Sajpointe, yes. But number one factor is God factor. Whatever we want to do in life, whatever, the number one factor is God. I am a believer. Yes. I believe in the supremacy of God over everything that I do. Yes. So number one factor is God. Number two, Sajpointe helped me with my preparation. They gave me the content that I needed. Asha was there for me. Yes. Asha, they were there. They have they helped me with my content preparation. They helped me with my preparation generally for my NCLEX. And have I registered with any agency yet? No. I think I'm going to do direct hire or probably use an agency with time. But at the moment, I'm not using any agency. And give you a word of advice to educated nurses. Like I said earlier, as a nurse, opportunity abound for us anywhere around the world. We should not sleep on it. We should not sleep on it. We should aspire to affect lives around us. Yes. God has placed us in that profession that could affect people around us. God has placed us in that profession that we could practice anywhere around the world. So I'm encouraging somebody out there. If you have the conviction and you're in a profession like this, seize the opportunity. Take that opportunity. And I know you will not regret it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is a word of appreciation to those who helped me in my journey. I want to thank God Almighty. He's my source of strength. He's my power. He is my everything. And then secondly, I want to thank my husband. He's my backbone. He's always there, filling my forms, even calling for me sometimes. The only thing he did not do for me is read for me. So I want to really thank him. And my friends, my close friend, Tolani, my cousins in the US, my friend and family in Nigeria. You are amazing. And finally, I want to thank Sajpointe nurses and Hatcher nurses. Sajpointe Academy, you are number one. God bless you.